Hi, I'm Linda with paperboutique.com, and I was so excited when myscrapchick.com released cutting files for no glue rosettes that I ordered them the same day they were released. Well, if you follow my channel or blog, you know that I've made 3 videos on how to make rosettes and could not wait to try a new technique. Please visit my channel and search for Rosette if you are interested in viewing those videos. Well, here's an example of the rosettes from the kit that My Scrap Chick released. This one is the zigzag, which I think is adorable. This is the straight edge, and this is the scallop. And all I did to finish them was I used a scallop punch, and I used a circle punch, and in this case, I used a button then, and I did a rub-on top of the button, and this was just some rhinestones and a piece of chipboard and a couple of flowers. So they were really easy to finish. Well, with the kit, you get 27 rosettes. You get 9 of the scallops, 9 of the zigzag, and 9 straight edges. And each style comes in the following sizes. The small is 1.5 inch, 2 inch, and that's what I cut. These are 2 inches and 2.5. In the medium file, it's 3, 3.5, and 4 inches. In the large file, it's 4.5, 5, and 5.5. And her files come in a variety of formats, including SVG and many more. And the kit for the 27 rosette cutting files is $5. So visit her website at myscrapchick.com to order. Now, what I want to do today is I want to show you how I put them together. The kit comes with a written tutorial, but I assembled mine a little bit different than her directions. Her directions will work perfectly. I just found it a little easier to do it this way, and let me show you how I did it. When you cut the smaller rosettes, and this one again is the 2 inch, you'll only need 1. For some of the larger rosettes, you'll cut 2 and 3 pieces and glue them together. And I don't know if you can see this, but you've got the fold lines, and you'll just go ahead and accordion fold it, and then you've got some circles down here that are already punched out. Let me just hold that steady. So what you do is you just go ahead and fold them forward and backward into an accordion file. Well, this is where my directions differ a little from hers. What I like to do, and you can see each fold here, I like to cut off one section. And let me just show you what I do. I just cut it right along the fold line. And what that does is it enables me, and then I'll put glue here, to just bring the other piece in and overlap it. I'm hoping you can see that. See if I can get my hand out of the way. So you can overlap it. So you get, I think, a little bit smoother laying rosette. So that's one way my directions differ than hers. And then what I did is I just used a glue stick. I glue it, and then I put a paper clip here, and I let it dry a while because you're going to have a little stress on this. So I recommend that you let it dry for, maybe 30 minutes. And this one is the zigzag one, which is this one. And let me show you how to the next step. Well, what you've done then is you've got a complete cylinder, and I like to work on the wrong side. And I have like a darning needle, but any type of needle with a duller edge will work. And what I used for the string or thread is called friendship thread. I had a bunch of this in my stash, and I got it at Walmart, I think, for $2.99. She also recommends that you could use embroidery thread or even string, but she doesn't recommend that you use regular thread because when you pull it tight, it could rip through the holes. Now my assembly directions varied, like I said, just a little bit. I'm just going ahead and zigzagging it in and out of all of the holes, and you could line them up a little easier. I'm just trying to do this in a hurry because I'm sure it's as exciting as watching paint dry, and you just go all the way through. I'm just checking to see that I'm sort of in the center here, and I'll put this down so I can work, and then you're all the way through. And then at this point, what I do is I go ahead and just remove the needle. I think it's just easier. And then you're just going to pull this tight. And I want to hold it so you can see. It is important in this step to get it tight, because if you don't tie it tight, it's going to have a tendency to spring up. And I found just a little trial and error, and I'm just going to show you how I do it. I just go ahead, and I want to make sure I'm in camera, overlap the thread, and then I'm just going to pull it really tight, and I think you can see that. I'm just going to cinch it, and you don't want to pull it too tight or it'll tear. But like I said, if you pull it too loose, I'm going to grab hold of this. If you pull it too loose, it will not lay flat. So I'm just going to do another knot in that, and then I'm going to pull it really tight. And I probably didn't get it quite as tight as I should, so you can work on that to get it a little tighter. And then I'm just going to do another knot. Get my fingers out of the way so you can see, and then pull it tight. And then all you'll do is trim this on the bottom. I'm going to just trim that off. And then what you'll do is you'll just open it up and look at that. Isn't it cute? And then all I did was go ahead and I just put some glue, and I put a scallop circle on this one with some rhinestones, and then I went ahead and did that. And I just think it's adorable, and I love, and then you can adjust it if you didn't have, you know, if you got some scallops a little closer, you can adjust it. But it's a great, I'll move my finger, it's a great way to go ahead and, you know, make rosettes without using a glue gun. And don't worry if it pops up, you know, cinch it tighter and you'll just work with it. And then if it were to pop up at all, by the time you add your top layer, it'll lay flat. Well, I would like to thank you for watching, and please visit me at my blog, paperboutiquewithlinda.com. Let me bring these in for more projects and ideas. Bye-bye.